We now know that Prince Harry's phone and some of the other people bringing this legal action with him, they were unlawfully hacked. We know that some household name journalists have been named by the judge. One of them, possibly the most vitriolic and unhinged critic of Prince Harry and particularly his wife, Meghan, in the entire firmament of the British media. I speak of Piers Morgan, whose career, it's fair to say, has been unaffected by all manner of allegation and scandal over the course of the last 2 or 3 decades. Does this judgment change the way you think about Prince Harry? That's the question that I want you to answer, if you can. And you know that I'm a bit of a bore when it comes to the manipulation of good people by bad journalists. It's huge. It's an absolutely essential part of the contempt for the con men, compassion for the conned mantra that we try to live by on this programme. But the question of why this man has been so horribly pursued by British newspapers has now in large part been answered. And I just want to know what you make of that.
Welcome to Meghan and Harry Tales, your home for truth, courage and unwavering support for Harry and Meghan. Today we delve into the shocking revelations that have shaken the foundations of the British media. Prince Harry's legal battle has unveiled a scandal of unimaginable proportions. Household name journalists have been exposed for illegal phone hacking, including none other than Piers Morgan, a man whose obsession with tearing Harry and Meghan down knows no bounds. Piers Morgan, a figure whose career has weathered decades of allegations and scandals, now finds himself named by a judge for unlawful actions. This revelation exposes the hypocrisy of a man who built his platform on venomous attacks against Harry and Meghan while evading accountability for his own murky past. For years, Morgan has relentlessly pursued Meghan Markle with baseless smear campaigns, walking off his own set when confronted with the truth. His actions reveal a deeply personal vendetta rooted in rejection and ego masked as journalism. This is not just unprofessional, it is toxic. The court's findings are crystal clear. Prince Harry and other victims were systematically and deliberately targeted. Their privacy was violated in calculated efforts to exploit them for profit. This isn't an isolated incident. This is the very rot Harry has been fighting to expose. The British tabloids, which have long smeared Harry and Meghan, now stand exposed for their hypocrisy. Why have they targeted Harry so viciously? Because he chose love, truth and integrity over playing their games. He refused to be complicit in their cycle of exploitation, and for that, he became a target. Piers Morgan, the self-proclaimed truth-teller, has been revealed as part of the toxic culture that Harry is battling against. Morgan's success was built on the suffering of others, and his actions prove he has no regard for truth or ethics. His relentless criticism began after Meghan reportedly ghosted him, cutting off contact following a single social encounter. Morgan's apparent bitterness over this perceived slight seems to have fueled his sustained personal attacks. Morgan has accused Meghan of being manipulative, dishonest and self-serving, often portraying her as the villain in her and Prince Harry's departure from royal duties. His criticisms have frequently crossed the line into vitriol, with Meghan being a recurring target on his television and social media platforms. Critics have pointed out that Morgan's treatment of Meghan has often mirrored the broader tabloid narrative, which has been riddled with racist undertones. His refusal to acknowledge the role of race in the negative coverage of Meghan has drawn widespread condemnation. In March 2021, following Harry and Meghan's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey, Morgan's public dismissal of Meghan's mental health struggles sparked outrage. His infamous declaration on Good Morning Britain, "I don't believe a word she says," led to over 57,000 complaints to the UK's media regulator Ofcom. Morgan ultimately stormed off the set and left the show after being challenged by a colleague, marking another controversial moment in his career. Beyond Meghan Markle, Morgan has cultivated a reputation for inflammatory remarks and combative behaviour. Morgan has been criticised for giving a platform to climate change skeptics and for ridiculing environmental activists, such as Greta Thunberg, perpetuating divisive narratives on the issue. Over the years, Morgan has faced accusations of misogyny and bullying, particularly toward female public figures. His aggressive interview style and dismissive commentary have often sparked backlash, especially when targeted at women. Morgan's tendency to fan the flames of political and cultural divides has also drawn criticism. His frequent attacks on woke culture and his alignment with populist rhetoric have solidified his role as a divisive figure in public discourse. This battle is not just Harry's. He is fighting for every person whose privacy has been invaded and every victim of unethical journalism. His courage in standing against this system deserves respect and admiration. Piers Morgan's career, marked by scandal and controversy, serves as both a reflection and a driver of tabloid culture. His sustained attacks on Meghan Markle illustrate the damaging effects of sensationalist media and the personal toll it can take on public figures. By examining Morgan's history, it becomes clear that his actions are not just isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of media behaviour that prioritizes controversy over compassion and accountability. In the modern era, figures like Morgan raise important questions about the role of the press in society and the need for a more ethical, respectful approach to journalism. As the Bible reminds us in Proverbs 12:19, "Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment." Today the truth is standing tall, and lies are crumbling beneath the weight of justice. Prince Harry has shown extraordinary bravery by holding the media accountable. His fight is a reminder that change begins when someone says, "Enough." Together we must reject toxic narratives and demand better from the media. Let us stand with Harry and Meghan, who have shown us the true meaning of courage and integrity. Their victory is a victory for truth, justice, and humanity. Harry and Meghan's strained relationship with the media is the latest chapter in this fraught history, but it differs in several critical ways. The coverage of Meghan Markle introduced a new dimension of toxicity, with overtly racist and misogynistic undertones in many articles and headlines. Comparisons between Meghan and Kate Middleton in the media exposed stark double standards in how the two women were treated. Unlike most of their predecessors, Harry and Meghan have taken an active stance against media intrusion. From lawsuits against major tabloids to Harry's public condemnation of the press, they have positioned themselves as vocal advocates for privacy, fairness, and accountability. In addition to traditional tabloids, Harry and Meghan have had to contend with the wildfire spread of misinformation and hate campaigns on social media platforms, further amplifying their struggles. Thank you for joining me on Meghan and Harry Tales. If today's message inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together we can amplify a message of love, truth, and accountability. Until next time, let us continue to stand with Harry and Meghan, championing truth and justice. Stay strong, stay blessed, and keep shining.